the new Democratic incoming whip, Catherine Clark, who I believe this is the woman who recently just said in a video you have to see to believe that her middle daughter, she remembers her waking up in the middle of the night due to nightmares about climate change. Oh, yes, that's exactly what I said. She was asked about Democrats getting into bed with FTX. Cut 9, G. Let's hear what she has to say about that. Roll it.
Fallen FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, he's given nearly $40 million to Democratic causes over the last campaign cycle. I believe $6 million went to the House Majority PAC, another $1 million to the Senate side of things. You think the Democratic Party got itself too tied up with the crypto industry in general?
You know, FTX is a cautionary tale for all of us who are looking at how do we regulate crypto? How do we make sure that we are embracing what might be new technologies and currencies, but also making sure that consumers have accountability and transparency. And let me remind you that it is the Democrats who make sure that we are pushing laws to get dark money out of our politics so that people can see who's funding our campaigns. That is met with absolute resistance across the aisle, and that is an issue that we are...
Yeah, show us the BLM money.
Yeah, she's a wacko.
Yeah. First of all, again, the question is not the question that needs to be asked. That's a puffball question. That's not any direct answer. It's not 40 million. The idea that this guy only gave 40 million and he's actually out there running his mouth saying that it was much more balanced between the two parties than most people let on is ridiculous. I mean, this guy gave, like Paul said, probably $1 billion to the Democrats. He was going to spend at least $1 billion in 2024 making sure Trump loses. He had in his books, it had an entry that's called Trump lose 2024 or something like that. I mean, it was in the books. It was there for the budget. I mean, who are we kidding here with this kid? Like Paul said, the fact that this kid's not already, Bernie Madoff was under arrest in about 8 hours. The fact that this kid's giving interviews, hanging out in the Bahamas, they're requesting, hey, if you have the time on the 13th, come to Maxine Waters, come to my meeting if you want to testify. Oh, you can't? Oh, it's okay. Maybe somewhere down the line you can come. Come on. I mean, come on. Really? This is the new Democratic leadership. Here she is, cut 8 from also that same interview. Roll that, G.
What's a way that the average House member, Democratic House member, is going to see a change between how Pelosi and Hoyer ran things versus how you and Hakeem Jeffries are going to run things?
You know, one of the biggest changes is going to be that we are coming into this in the minority, but the commitment that we have had to the people of this country, to workers, to women, to the climate is going to continue on. And one of the things that the incredible leadership team that is transitioning out of leadership has shown us is how to lead by putting the American people first. But they've also given us a model to become our own leaders. And let me tell you what it means to me coming in as a different generation. I remember my middle child waking up with nightmares over concern around climate change. I've had my family at a movie theater when the movie stopped.
What'd you say, Paul?
Yeah, you instilled those fears in your kid, you wacko. Come on. Make her just as neurotic as you. Could you see the crazy just oozing off her?
Yeah, she's like the Merovingian twins in The Matrix, right? All she needs is a pair of dark sunglasses, and she can walk through walls. Meanwhile, like you said, this is what their cult does. They damage their own kids to the point where, oh my goodness, they're waking up with nightmares. That's because of you, Mom. Right. Because you and your dumb climate change cult, this new religion that you guys are pushing down everybody's throat, and you're scaring the bejesus out of your own kid. Way to go.